Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
We're cooking up a storm, and we are at the bake shop at West Virginia Northern Community College, home of the Thundering Chicken, where we're not baking chicken today, but we are with Chef Darcy here, Executive Chef Darcy, by the way. Congratulations on your new title. And we are making a fresh fruit summer tart. And it's just not that. We're making lavender lemonade. Lavender is very trendy.
Yeah, so if you hear about all of these lavender drinks, we're going to show you, I'm going to tell you how you can make a lavender syrup, but we're going to show you how you can make an amazing lemonade.
Ooh, so, I can't wait because I'm going to make some lavender coffee. You ever have a lavender latte?
I have, yeah.
Oh, another alliteration. So we're going to start though with the summer tart, the fresh fruit summer tart, and you're going to make a crust here.
Yeah, so one thing that is nice about this in the summer, this is a no-bake tart crust.
Okay.
So a lot of times you have to bake your tart crust, even if it's for 10 minutes, you still have to turn the oven on and heat the house and everything like that.
In the summer?
So melted some butter, and this is some honey. So the honey will help to make that stick together, and it will sweeten it too.
You call your husband honey?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to think for a minute.
Is it confusing when it's like honey and then honey, pass me the honey?
Honey, I'm cooking.
And what's this? This is
Ritz cracker crumbs.
You really ground that up.
Yeah.
That was very fine.
Yeah, I did this in the machine.
In the food processor?
Yeah.
And is that going to give it a little bit of saltiness, I guess, right? Because the Ritz cracker has some salt.
It's something a little different. You've probably had like the pretzel dessert. Oh, I love that anyway. But I was thinking, I wonder if you could do that with pretzels.
I'm impressed though how fine you had that. So you're heating that up.
Yeah, I'm using the same pan that I melted the butter in. Because, why dirty another pan?
So how's this going to harden?
We're going to put it in the cooler, refrigerator cooler. So I kind of just start shaping this into a rectangle. So you probably get about 8 servings out of this.
It's not going to be the whole size of this pan?
No. And you can make this, if there's, you only want 4, you can make it a little smaller. But I try to kind of keep it more long.
Should I hold this for you so it doesn't move?
If you want to.
I could do something, be helpful.
If you want to. So I'm just going to start pressing this.
About how thick do you want that to be?
Probably, I don't know, 1/2 inch maybe. I don't know. Some of it's going to be a little, it's not exact, and it doesn't have to be exact. And we'll refrigerate this, and then we'll make a custard for it.
Okay.
And then we have some fresh fruit, which you can change up. And that's why it's nice also when the peaches are in season, you can do peaches. We have some berries. We have all kinds of stuff. So, and I'm going to put this in the cooler, and then.
For about how long does that go in the cooler?
I'd say at least an hour, probably.
Okay.
So I'd allow. But I also have some puff pastry. So I'm just going to show you a really quick way that you can.
And you could get this.
You can buy this.
I'm sure you made this fresh this morning, but you could get this in the freezer and just roll it on out, right?
Like a Pepperidge Farm or whatever. So if you have company coming, make some fresh whipped cream. Buy some whipped cream. It doesn't matter. You want to make. I made it about the same size, just, rather than have a giant one. But you could use a full sheet. This is about a 1/2 sheet. So we're just going to kind of score the edges. And this will help to make like a well for that stuff to go in. And
so is this almost like the crust of the...
Yeah. So, and then you can do that, or this is a docker.
A docker?
Yeah.
So I use that to aerate my lawn.
Yeah.
That
probably takes you a really long time with this.
Well, I just put them on my shoes, so when I cut my grass, it goes over like that.
So, and then I'm just going to sprinkle this with a little sugar.
A little sugar.
It's a little humid. A lot of sugar, maybe?
Well, yeah. Got to make it sweet.
A lot.
Because it is a tart, so we need some sweetness.
Yeah. So this is just going to go in the oven for a very small amount of time.
So you would use the oven for this?
Yeah.
The other one, you're not using the oven?
No. The next thing we're going to do
is make our fruit sauce?
We're going to make our custard.
Custard.
So I put the egg yolks in here, and then this is just cornstarch. So
how many egg yolks roughly were in there?
It was 4 egg yolks.
4 egg yolks and some
and about
cornstarch.
a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And I'm gonna mix this all together. And you know, cornstarch isn't something you can pour into a hot liquid, but in this cold liquid, or not really liquid, but the cold egg yolks, it kind of mixes in.
You gotta be careful with this though, don't you? Otherwise you're gonna get scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
So what, how, like the heat, is that a,
you want to do like a low to, I go a little up towards like low to medium. So this is whole milk.
Okay.
There's a couple cups of whole milk. So once you mix that cornstarch and egg together, and you can put your milk in, and then we're going to sweeten this with honey. So this is about a 1/3 cup honey, so that's a good bit.
I've never made like custard from, that's another thing I would get from a box.
Yeah.
I get the whisk.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah. So just keep whisking
Keep whisking.
Kind of incorporate that.
Okay, you got to drop off down there.
Yeah, it's fine. Just keep it on that circle so it keeps cooking.
That is what I'm really impressed by here at West Virginia Northern. You guys do everything from scratch. I feel like it's not. You're not. You know, you're not getting out a box of pudding here.
No.
You're not getting. You're making everything from scratch.
And we have the equipment and resources, supplies. We have everything to do it, which is really cool. You know.
Now, will this have to cool a little bit?
We use an ice bath, and then that'll help to almost stop it immediately. But you can start to see some of the steam coming off of that.
And that's when you know you're getting close.
You're getting, because you can feel that in the pan. Like, feel the difference now. You can feel a little bit of a difference.
Let me stick my finger in there.
You can feel a little bit of resistance.
Yeah, when you
so
whisk
when you
it.
stir, I'm gonna start putting this vanilla bean paste in.
It's really getting thick now.
Okay. So you can whisk it a little faster. So now that that's a little thicker, see how it's starting to like bubble? So we're gonna go ahead and get that heat turned off.
Turned off.
Oops, I tried to turn off.
There we go.
And then we're gonna put it in this.
Just stick it in?
Just
cool down, guys. Cool down. Simmer.
Let that cool down a little
Ooh,
bit.
I smell it. It smells good.
Yeah.
That vanilla beans are really coming.
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually get this out of the way. And we'll bring this here so while we make the lemonade, we can kind of keep an eye on it.
So this is the finished product. There it is, everyone.
So that's a lavender simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
Yeah. So a simple syrup is equal parts of sugar and water. And you can infuse the simple syrup with anything you want. It can be nothing. It could be lemon peel. It could be lavender like we did. I probably have a little too much here, but we're just going to go for it.
There's a lot of lemon.
Quartered lemon. That's
quartered lemon.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
I've never put lemon in a mixer.
I might have a little much. Yeah, it might be a little much, but we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna stand back.
Yeah.
So you're making the lemonade out of this.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna strain it with this cone thing. Oh, lemons are flying everywhere. I got them. Oh, I missed that one.
You catch. Yeah, I think I might have a little too many in here.
A little many lemons. When I go to the fair, I don't see that. You don't see this behind the scenes at the county fair.
They just do that, like.
Yeah, I really want to catch one, you know.
I hope you do. There's a seed.
I just got a seed. I shot my eye out.
So
lemon.
Yeah, it's so coming out.
You guys don't have one of those lemon squeezers,
we do, but this is more fun. And
it is more fun, I tell you.
And we have all that oil coming out of the skin. See, we kind of pulverize these.
You pulverize them. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right?
We beat them to death in a mixer.
You beat the lemons to death.
So.
Now you're gonna. What's this called? The cone thing?
A chinois.
The chinois.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to force it out. This is a violent episode.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's poor lemons.
It's still coming out of here, but I'm gonna put it in here and just kind of let it sit there for a little bit. We'll just do a small amount. So this is the
So how long was the lavender? So this is simple syrup, and it just so how long was that in there?
Since yesterday. So.
And do you refrigerate it or just leave it out?
Yeah, I actually left it out till it cooled down.
Okay.
And then I filtered it through a coffee filter into a funnel, and
why'd you do that?
Just to get some of the buds, which you can see some of them are still in here.
Oh, okay.
So which we'll have a little bit, but
You can eat the
we
lavender.
can actually do it through that if we wanted to.
It's
So,
not, it
yeah,
won't hurt
it's
you.
edible.
It's not gonna
and
hurt
it's, you know, I don't grow it with pesticides or anything like this. So, so we're just mixing these together.
you. How much of that were you going to put in? I guess it depends how much lemon you have in there.
Yeah. And we taste it and see.
You're putting the whole thing in.
Yeah. We'll taste it and see.
You're going to need some ice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes?
If you want to grab the ice.
Butler, could we please have some ice? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Butler.
Okay. All right.
I always wanted to say that.
So I don't want to dilute it too much. So I'm going to put the ice in here and let it kind of dissolve a little bit. So this may be a little bit on the strong end. Do you want to taste
Of the
it
lavender side?
on the sweet and everything side. On the everything side.
The
You
strong
could add a
side.
little water if you needed to.
Let's see.
So I didn't get the water.
How much vodka did you
So-
put in there, Darcy? Holy cow.
Do you think it's too concentrated, or do you think?
I taste the lemon. It's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
tartar than I thought. It's actually
Yeah.
not as sweet as I thought.
No?
You want a spoon?
little.
Did you get a spoon?
I need another one. Can you ask Butler?
Yes, Butler, please
Thank
give
you.
us a spoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I put a little more syrup. So you just kind of adjust it. When you do
Yeah.
Anyway.
If it's too tart for your liking, you
Yeah.
put more syrup in.
Yeah.
If it's not enough, you're gonna have to start making more lemons.
I like it like that.
Like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So we'll
Because the
put
butler
some-
says we're almost out of spoons over there. Should I take a sip of this,
Oh,
or
yeah. See what you think. It's good.
lavender's gonna poke me in the eye? I got some lavender.
Yeah.
I literally got some lavender.
Yeah.
Oh, that's refreshing. I could sit in a hammock and sip on that all day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to move some of these things over, and we're
Now we're
going
gonna
to
prepare the
tart.
tart.
Yeah.
So this would
So-
be after it was in the cooler for
Yeah.
about at least an hour.
Yeah.
Our original
Yeah.
crust with the Ritz cracker, it's going to give us a little bit of saltiness. There was no baking involved with this crust whatsoever.
No. So now we have this custard. You can see how it started to set up already.
Now, what you're making it on this, and then what you're going to would you transfer it over to a plate, serving dish,
could.
or you just cut it right on here?
I mean, I'd probably go ahead and put it on the serving platter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, like, you know, you're going through all the
Yeah.
work of the.
But if you were going to plate it, then you could just leave
That's
it
what I
on
was
this
wondering
and
how you're
cut
going to get it off of
Yeah.
here to like a.
Yeah. So
So there's your custard.
yeah. So you're just going to spread this out. An offset spatula would be nicer to use, but I have this here, so.
Or you could just use your fingers. Now, is this more considered a dessert, or is this like a breakfast item, a brunchy kind of thing?
More a dessert.
Dessert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
So.
It'd be great if you're having people over for brunch. This would be a great little brunch dessert.
Yeah.
And like you said, you could add anything you want. We got peaches that are.
So we have peaches, and I cut these actually probably a couple hours ago, and I mixed them with the peach jam, so that keeps them from turning brown. So
oh,
it's
the
nice.
peach jam
Yeah.
will. Mm-hmm. Not lemon. I wouldn't
You
know.
can-
How
you
does
can
how does
use
the peach
lemon.
jam keep it from doing that?
It has this citric acid usually
Ah.
in it, because usually peach jam is made with
I did not
some
know
type
that.
of citric acid, like a lemon juice.
Now, do you
or
do that with
something like
apples to keep them from browning?
You could. Yeah, you could. All right, so we have some
show everyone-
blueberries.
And what's this little? Can I grab one of
Okay.
these
Yeah,
guys? What
yeah.
is this little guy right here?
That's a wineberry.
A wineberry.
And they grow wild.
They grow wild.
I used to only see them like way downstate West Virginia.
Okay.
But we're starting to see them up here now.
And these
but-
aren't poisonous or anything?
No, no.
Okay.
I
Good.
don't think, no. But they look like jewels. They're just so pretty, you know?
Oh, they're sweet
So,
too.
yeah.
A little sweet tart.
Yeah, they're
almost like a
sweet and
raspberry.
tart,
They look
so-
like a little raspberry.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks pretty.
Yeah. So we have some blueberries, some wild black raspberries.
Has a little bit of a, maybe that's why it has a little wine taste to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want, you know, like you said, strawberries would go well with this, right? Mm-hmm. Even some cherries.
Yeah. And you
Sour
can,
cherries.
Yeah, you can make it however you
Now
want.
you're gonna drizzle
I'm
some
gonna drizzle
honey.
a little honey on there.
Look at that. Honey's thick.
Yeah, I gotta get that nice.
That's
drizzle.
a nice little. What do you call that little? That you're drizzling it out of it, because that works
It's
great
just
for
a
drizzle.
little ramekin.
But it, you know, the edges there are perfect for the.
These are just some of the ramekins we have, but that does work perfectly.
Yeah, it works for the drizzling purpose.
So. All right, we'll get these out of the way till we do the other one.
And then mint.
And then,
see, I'm not a big fan of mint with desserts.
no,
You like it?
I just like
it's
that
a nice
it adds
green
some
garnish.
Yeah, I like
color.
that it adds a little different color.
Yeah.
So
that
we'll
is
bring
pretty.
that,
Look at
so
that.
That's pretty. And then
Everything you make, Darcy, it's like too pretty to eat.
Aw, thank you.
And now this is the
All
other
right.
option, I guess.
So this is the puff pastry. So
the one that we had in the oven.
Yeah. So
And that doesn't
I
take
just,
long.
I just made some fresh whipped cream.
Yeah, just whipped up some fresh whipped cream, you know.
Just
So we're
some,
going. It's just heavy cream,
so heavy
and you whip
cream
it.
And
You add
powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Yeah, and then I put some of that vanilla bean in here too.
Ooh, they give it a little flavor.
So, yeah, and this can be done. I mean, I would say no more than a couple hours ahead of time. And you know, you could put whipped cream on that too.
You could.
To serve it if you wanted to.
Make some clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Put a little
Yeah.
cumulus in there.
Cumulus.
You could put a big cumulonimbus growing up in the
Yeah.
top.
Yes.
And then it's raining underneath. It's raining lavender lemonade underneath.
All right, so
Then you're just gonna add your
what,
fruit.
berries?
Yeah,
Berries
throw
too?
whatever on there.
Okay.
Throw it all on. Throw
So
some
we'll-
lemons on.
We'll get we'll get some you know, some peaches. Sometimes this, you know, these can be hard to. They look really nice whole, and then when you go to cut them, they can be a little hard
Peaches
to
are tough
cut.
too, because like,
Yeah.
you know, they're hard, and then you want them to soften. Then you're gonna
Yeah.
throw little berries on top, or you
yeah.
just leave it like that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
I
throw
think,
little
yeah.
berries. Why not? No, I'm not gonna do it as pretty as you are. I'm just dumping the whole thing on there. You spaced out each berry. See, like, look at that. It's like like that.
So we have
Perfect.
two. So with this, you know, you could pick this up and go ahead and put it on the cutting board.
Yeah.
Actually, this started
gonna
to
be more
soften a little bit.
difficult, yeah.
Yeah. But you could, if you need to have this on a cutting board, but I'm not really worried about it.
Nah.
Might be a little large piece, but that's okay.
Tad, yeah.
There's some
Oh, thank you.
silverware for you. Yeah, you can see
You can
what
split that in half, and we can each have one. How about that?
All right.
Got to watch my girlish figure, you know.
Well, I'll cut a little piece of that one for you to try too. So
I can't get over the lemonade though. It's delicious.
good. Give you a little piece of that.
See, I think
So-
you know it's kind of funny. I think I'm gonna like the whipped topping on this, but what I really am gonna like is the crust on that.
Yeah.
So we could switch it and make another one where it's like that. That'd be
All
great.
right. Well, we can.
But that's the thing. You could do either or. Now you know how to make it. Oh, there you go.
There
Now
you
you got
go.
the best of both worlds. Okay, so let's try a little bit of this first. This is harder to break. I should just
Yeah.
like pick this up with my hand.
Yeah. Did you ever have a millefeuille?
Excuse
really
me?
good.
Hey, what?
A millefeuille.
A millefeuille. No, I never had millefeuille.
I'm probably saying it wrong. I always try to say it like I have to practice that too. So, but it's layers of, or like a Napoleon. Have you ever had
Yeah,
Napoleon?
yeah.
So it's layers of puff pastry and usually cream or custard or something like that. But it looks so beautiful and it's like 3 layers on the plate and then you go to take a bite and it's just like,
Yeah.
good. So sometimes you just have to pick it up
It's
and eat
sort of
it.
like with
Yeah.
that crust.
Yeah.
I was right. That
Yeah.
crust. I like
Okay.
it better than the puff pastry.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with puff
Good.
pastry, but that crust is like amazing because it has a
So-
saltiness.
Yeah. So you could do anything with that though. You don't have to do the custard. You could do the whipped cream on top of that.
I think I may
So-
make the pretzel dessert
Yeah.
instead of using the pretzels with this crust.
Yeah.
Because it is
Yeah.
that good. It
But you
has
get that buttery
salt.
flavor too. I think that carries that saltiness.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
that is good.
Okay, good, good.
I love it. Thanks,
Yay,
Chef Darcy.
good.
You can grab
Good.
some too?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
All right.
Well, now you know how to make tart with the fruit in 2 different ways. Very Instagrammable,
Yeah.
as we talked about.
Yeah.
Very trendy.
Yeah.
And then you can have some trendy lemonade, lavender lemonade to
Yeah.
go wash it down
Yeah.
with, which is delicious. But watch out for that lavender. You don't want to poke your eye out. I already had a lemon get me in the eye, a lemon seed. Now we got the lavender. Thank you, Chef Darcy, West Virginia Northern Community College. And thanks for tuning in and watching another edition of Cooking Up a Storm.
I was the first in my family to go to college.
I was looking to switch careers.
I wanted the highest quality, but most affordable option for a degree.
No matter where you are in life, West Virginia Northern Community College can make your dream of a college degree a reality. With over half of our students being first-generation college students and free tuition for many programs, Northern is the right choice for you.
I can go to college. West Virginia Northern Community College. You belong here.
Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.